You just can't make this up. Oh, she's out of there. Get her going. Get rid of her. You don't got to submit your resume, a background check, nothing. We don't need nothing. Come on over here to The View, to the CNN, MSNBC, ABC. Come on in, Jessica. Yeah. Come on in, Jessica. Come on in, Miss Tarlov. But boy, kid you not, y'all. You look on social media, Jessica to be fired. Get rid of Jessica. Jessica Tarlov is trending once again. And I got to pull this segment over. Now, we reacted to one in our last segment where Greg just dropped the mic. And I tell you, Jessica, she literally almost walked off set. She wanted to get her 2 more cents in to back up her point, but Greg shut it down. I mean, Greg put the whole show at halt. You know, exposing Kamala Harris's economic agenda. You know, oh boy. It's been one day, I tell y'all, man. Every single day, every single hour. I mean, it's just something new, ain't it? Boy, you know. But I hope everybody is blessed, man. That 2024 is treating you well. Happy Friday, that you had an amazing week. I know y'all been working hard. Salute and love to them hardworking patriots, man. We have a lot of amazing people a part of this family on this channel. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share the video. We got to continue to spread the message, continue to spread the love, and call out the truth for real. We are in a fight to get our country back, baby. Don't let them forget. Don't let them forget, man. They want to bury that. Don't let them forget, man. We got to make common sense great again. Because a lot of people are struggling. A lot of people are dying under this administration, man. All this woke crap, all this, you know, and just imagine if we treated Trump fairly. We are sick of all these fake headlines, all this bias reporting, wiping this man through the mud. We're sick of hearing all these lies, all this propaganda. We're sick of it, man. People are sick and tired. You know, and you got them over here hiding, don't want to go talk to the media, don't want to have any press conferences, don't want to do debates, declining debates. Like, come on, man. You want to back up your record? You know, VP, vice president. Where's the approval rating? You know, not one single vote. Not one single vote. You just can't make this stuff up, man. You just can't. Same policies, different face. Policies that put America last. You know? Simple. Talking about we get new home, first time home buyers get $25,000. What? Come on, man. You just can't make this up. Price gouging. Oh, boy, I tell you. Every single day is something new. The coconut has fallen out the coconut tree once again. Kamala, you forgot my straw and my sauces, and then y'all left out my 20-piece nugget. I ordered a 20-piece nugget. And my 2 fresh hot apple pies. Yeah. At Mickey D's in the summer. You know? I bet you when Willie rolled through that drive-thru, he got everything he wanted. When Big Willie rolled through there, you gave Willie everything, and you didn't even take his credit card. He got it for free. Willie in his you said it was his Big Willie. Willie and his Big Willie got treated nice and fair in the McDonald's drive-thru. You know, Kamala, I don't know. I don't care. You know, they get offended when you don't pronounce things right. You know. Unbelievable, man. The times that we're living in, the sensitive times, the sensitive people, we're sick of it. It's crap. And they need to, and let's go and walk Jessica off the show. Let's go and walk Miss Tarlov off the show. Let's go and get into it, yo. Enough of me yapping and tapping and japping and yapping. I know y'all don't care. I know I'm really a comedian for everybody. Everybody come on here and just be laughing. I know. It ain't funny though, man. It's real. It's the truth. You know? And it's a lot of people that haven't done no research. They can't think for themselves. Brainwashed. Run with the first thing that they see from the mainstream media. First thing they see, first thing that they hear, and have no idea what they're talking about. And I have to hear from some of these people every single day. Every single day. I'm tired of family members saying, Rick, Project 2025. Idiots. Idiots, man. And don't even know don't even know nothing. All they can say is Project 2025. Don't know where it come from. Don't know who made it. Don't know how many pages it is. Have done no research at all. Abortion, LGBTQ. Trump's going to take your rights away. Dictator. Dictator on day one. Hitler. White supremacist. Oh, give us a break. Let's get into it, though. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I apologize for my little sketch in the beginning. I had to get that off my chest. Amen to them beautiful patriots. Bless you all and your families, man. We are living in some dark, woke, disgraceful times right now. Yeah. Time for a change.
So we are now on day 26 of Kamala Harris dodging the media. The vice president has not given a single interview, like a real sit down back and forth, or an open press conference where she takes, 15 or 20 questions, one after the other. She's done a couple of things on the tarmac, but it's a new day and she's at the top of the ticket. She did, however, do a sit down chat with her running mate where they grilled each other on some really tough questions. Watch this.
Like I have white guy tacos and
what is
like
that?
black,
like mayonnaise and tuna? What are you doing?
pretty much ground beef and cheese.
That's
and,
okay. Do you put any flavor in it?
No.
Oh.
Here's the deal. No, they said to be careful and let her know this, that black pepper is the top of the spice level in Minnesota,
So, Tim, what's your relationship to music?
Yeah. For me, the transformational piece of music was Bruce Springsteen's The River.
Okay.
Which is a journey.
I'm more of a hip-hop girl. I called you, Tim.
Yes.
You didn't answer, Tim.
It popped up and we didn't.
No, Tim. We know why you didn't answer. We know. We feel sorry for you. Feel sorry for you, brother. We don't want your tampon. We don't want your tampon. We don't want your tampon. Shout out to the beautiful ladies out there, our beautiful women from all ages, our daughters, the kiddos. We love our women. But Tim, we don't want your tampon. Sorry, sir. All right. Yeah. But we feel bad for you, brother. We know why you didn't want to answer the phone. We know that you're still thinking about accepting what you accepted. We know, Tim. Don't worry. We know. A lot of us don't feel sorry for you, though. Let it burn. Just like Minnesota did in 2020. Amen.
Recognize the caller ID, and it went to voicemail.
Yeah, never answer the phone if you don't know who's on it. I don't. Governor Walz's White Guy Tacos line is cooking up some online drama because folks discovered an old tweet of his that showed that he won an award over his turkey taco hot dish, which contains green chilies, taco sauce, chili powder, all hotter than the black pepper that he says he can't handle the spice level of. And get this, Tim Walz's dog has now granted more interviews than Kamala Harris. Vogue magazine putting a spotlight on Walz's rescue dog, Scout, which happens to be the same name of my dog. And he did an interview where they asked the pooch, quote, "What is your human's worst habit?" And he said the guy loves Diet Mountain Dew. So, it kind of, Judge, reminds me of like the what's your favorite ice cream flavor questions for Joe Biden, all of which would feel sort of cute and interesting if we weren't dealing with a lot of serious things that we haven't had any answers to quite yet.
Yeah, well, clearly her team believes that there is a risk to sending her out there and having her answer questions, that the downside is too great. And that's why they think that probably the less you see of Kamala, the more you're going to like her. But in the end, we've only got 81 days left. Yeah. And next week is all scripted. She may sit down and give an interview after that. And then there's the debate. And my concern is that She's not confident enough, her team is not confident enough to answer any questions. The woman is vice president of the United States of America. What is she afraid of? What is her team afraid of? This is like Joe Biden #2. I mean, not only is she his co-pilot, but they're bubble wrapping her. They may not be keeping her in the basement, but it's the same thing. And they're interviewing each other instead of, talking to the American people about things we're worried about. He's talking about his favorite spices. Americans are trying to afford those spices. The absurdity of it all is so disappointing, but at the same time, it speaks to where we are. I think a lot of young people now are not even concerned with a long-form interview. They take their phone and they just scroll and they look for the meme or they look for the whatever it is on Instagram, and that's how they get their news. They're not going to sit down for the long-form anyway.
Yeah, and some of her supporters are arguing, Jessica, that, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to talk to anyone. You don't have to answer questions of anyone. What are they? Trump goes out, he talks to CBS, talks to ABC.
They really be setting Jessica up because they know this was what I think they know that the controversy, the making people trigger with Jessica, this boosts the ratings. Yeah, and and there's a reason almost every single take on Jessica's on. Jessica to be fired is always trending. Jessica to get rid of Jessica is always trending. When is Fox gonna get her gone? It's always trending. I'm telling y'all, they be doing this for a reason, man. Let's hear it, Jessica. Let's go and blow the transmission. Let's blow the motor.
Talks to NBC, goes on all these different things. He doesn't care when people throw questions at him, and he's willing to face them. I don't understand, as the judge says, she's the vice president of the United States. I mean, she's a smart woman. Go answer the questions. What's so hard?
Look at Greg. He already knew it's coming.
Well, Trump doesn't actually dialogue with anyone in a way that exposes any details of his plans. He says, I'm going to deport them all. And no one follows up and says, well, how are you actually going to round up those millions of people?
That's not true.
Yes,
he's done CNN. He's done all kinds of. He's done pretty much every outlet. Name an outlet he hasn't gone to and answer questions.
Did she really just say that, bro? Oh man, that Trump derangement! I tell you, that Trump derangement. Jessica, look now. You already got got hit with a lawsuit before now. Don't dig your hole even deeper. She's digging the hole deeper, y'all. I'm sorry.
It says she's the vice president of the United States. I mean, she's a smart woman. Go answer the questions. What's so hard?
Well, Trump doesn't actually dialogue with anyone in a way that exposes any details of his plans. He says, I'm going to deport them all. And no one follows up and says, well, how are you actually going to round up those millions of people?
That's not true. He's done CNN. He's done all kinds of. He's done pretty much every outlet. Name an outlet he hasn't gone to and answer questions.
He calls these press conferences and he rants for upwards of an hour.
And then he takes questions.
But he doesn't answer them in any sort of...
Well, that's up to the American people to decide.
Exactly.
At least
or the press.
The question.
Or the
They're
press.
like, Jessica, just get off the show. Can we walk her out? Hey, man. Just go straight to pointing the finger at Trump. So just... delusional, man.
Yes, but he's doing
the
it.
point about what Kamala is doing is that we have 81 days left. She will absolutely be sitting down, but she doesn't need to do it right now. Her supporters are not upset about it. Even people who are in the middle are not upset about it. She's giving speeches. She's telling people what she stands for. And that video with Governor Walz was charming. They were getting to know well, it might not be to you, but to millions of people it would. Because we wouldn't have this kind of election right now where Kamala Harris is trending this way and Donald Trump is trending this way if what they're doing wasn't working. Wherever you get your polls, 538, Real Clear, The Economist, The Cook Political Report, any of it, Kamala Harris is trending in the right direction.
Well, that's
that's
true.
because of her approach to this. And
So if it's not broke, don't fix it. And
well,
I get that.
That works.
But Joey, what I'm more worried about really is what the judge said, that people don't really care, that they're happy with, a TikTok meme version of someone, and then they're going to go in and vote for that person.
That's the absolute fear I have every day. I don't know where people are on issues. I can tell you this, Kamala Harris has a run against Donald Trump and Joe Biden. And that's going to be really hard to do. And the more questions she answers, the harder it gets to do that because she has been his vice president. So how do you do that? You do it by embracing Trump's ideas like child tax credit, no taxing tips. You do it by ignoring your own progressive legacy. And you do it by continuing to court the far left progressives with whatever red meat you can put out there. One of those pieces of red meat is someone like Tim Walz, who cloaks himself in this fake Midwestern conservative personality while putting tampons in boys' bathrooms, calling the censor the First Amendment, allowing riots, but jailing business owners a few months later during COVID. I was going to really make fun of him because I think about that movie, The Campaign, where Zach Galifianakis gets turned into the perfect candidate. But as soon as you take a look at him, you see they even take his dogs away and give him better dogs. And that was going to be a very generic scout name, but then you said that was your dog's name, so I couldn't say that. But that's what he is. I mean, they're trying to paint him as this perfect Midwesterner when he's nothing less than a liar. And you know what? I saved my words on him for weeks until I saw a video of him on the House Veterans Affairs Committee, one that I served on with him as a staffer, looking at Gold Star families and saying when they come back from war like I came back, without the mental health assets or resources they need. Bro, you were on a deployment in southern Italy. Put me on that deployment. What are you talking about? What was your mental health needs coming back from southern Italy? I'm not saying there weren't any, but maybe answer some questions on that because you looked at a Gold Star family and tried to put yourself in their sons and daughters' shoes. That's what kind of person you are. That's who she picked to go with her, not because of any ability to make good decisions. Here's the deal. Jessica and I were talking about this in the green room a little bit. President Trump is not going to say things that make you feel good. He's not going to say things that make you feel heard and seen, but he might not send your son to war for no good reason. He might not bankrupt your business for no good reason. He might get the cost of energy down. He might not need to give you a fake $25,000 to go buy a house so that everybody else can outbid you and now the cost of housing goes up. He might not say the only way to bring down the cost of groceries is to take over the food industry. He might say $2 diesel does a lot to take care of the price of groceries. So I don't care what he says about the Medal of Freedom or the Medal of Honor. I don't care what words are taken out of context or even left in context. He can be a rotten human being for all I care. Do the policies that work that you did the first time around and you have my vote. I have no idea if the rest of America is on board with that.
But you do know that their plans have been evaluated and Trump's is more inflationary. Moody's did that.
Bro, did you hear somebody laugh? Oh, man, you just can't make this up.
Trump know that
Trump
the
spent the money
GDP is
after
better
COVID.
under
I've
Biden.
criticized him for that, but there's no way Kamala
The last
Harris.
Trump plan put $1,500 back in every middle-class family's pocket with the tax cuts. But, Greg, we want to make sure we get you in.
Sure. Well, just remember the same people who told America that Joe was sharp as a tack are now telling you that Kamala is sharp as a tack. So remember that. Kamala's approach right now is a calculated retreat because she prefers and her campaign prefers that she live in the world of the first impression because it's the basket case theory. The more you know about her, the less you want to know about her. And I'm telling you, watch that again. She is not a confident candidate. It's true. And you're right. Walz is the more you know about him, you realize they did not vet this guy.
Yep.
I mean, his campaign cover-up of his horrible DUI is, what did I say?
DEI. Little obsessed.
Same thing.
Same.
If that's not disqualifying, I don't know what is. He actually exploited his military background to cover up his crime. He said it was related to his service and that he actually wasn't drunk. He just misheard the instructions in the drunk test. He blew a super high level. It was like, 0.2, driving 100 miles an hour. And then when he's running for office, he said he wasn't drunk. I mean, this guy has creep written all over it. He created a snitch line, but lies about his his personal infractions. He doesn't even own up to it. You know, this is a guy who pushes a hoax about a sex on a couch. And then the closer you look at him, he's a creepy cuck.
What?
That's it.
You're too. I'll tell you in the
Talk
break.
about it in the break. All right, so coming up next, the pro-Hamas agitators seem to be getting a dry run for the DNC, and President Biden and Kamala Harris.
Greg is still recovering from that last take that he did when he dropped the mic. But man, oh man, y'all let me know what y'all think of that. Comment down below. I love you guys, man, and I'm wishing the best in everybody's life. I know I say it in every video, but I really am, man. We are living in some crazy times, man. No common sense. Stay woke. Stay woke. Stay woke. Everything woke is turned to shit. Stay woke, though. We got to get common sense back in there, man. We got to turn this thing around, man. But hey, I love you guys. Bless you all and your families. I will catch you beautiful people in the next one. Peace and love, y'all.